Hello, everyone. Welcome to People News, your go-to channel for the latest updates on global affairs. Today, we're diving into some of the most critical stories shaping our nation and the world. Let's get started. First up, former President Donald Trump has expressed his desire to meet the woman who played a pivotal role in thwarting an assassination attempt against him. During a recent town hall event in Flint, Michigan, Trump recounted the incident where a vigilant woman spotted the suspect fleeing and took decisive action. According to Trump, the woman followed the suspect, captured photos of his license plate, and promptly alerted the sheriff's office. Her quick thinking and diligence were crucial in leading law enforcement to apprehend the suspect, Ryan Routh, before any harm could come to him. Trump commended her exceptional actions, highlighting the rarity of such proactive involvement from a bystander. He emphasized his admiration for her dedication to ensuring his safety and expressed a strong interest in meeting her personally to offer his thanks. This incident took place in Florida at the Trump National Golf Club in Palm Beach, where the suspect attempted to carry out his plan. Thanks to the woman's observant actions, authorities were able to prevent a potential tragedy. Next, let's delve into the details surrounding Ryan Wesley Routh, the 58-year-old from Hawaii identified as the suspect in the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump. The incident occurred last Sunday at the Trump National Golf Club in Palm Beach, Florida. On Monday morning, Routh was charged in federal court with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon and possession of a firearm with an obliterated serial number. During his court appearance, Routh revealed that he has a 25-year-old son, owns minimal assets, mainly trucks in Hawaii valued around $1,000, and has a monthly income of approximately $3,000. He is currently represented by a public defender and is scheduled to return to court on September 23rd. Routh's political history is quite complex. In 2020, he supported Democratic candidates Bernie Sanders and Tulsi Gabbard on social media, despite having voted for Trump in the 2016 election. Over time, his posts indicated growing disillusionment with Trump, especially after a previous assassination attempt in Butler, Pennsylvania, where he publicly criticized Trump and urged President Joe Biden to engage with survivors instead. His criminal background includes a 2002 conviction for possessing a weapon of mass destruction in North Carolina, where he also faced a standoff with police while operating a roofing company. In 2019, the FBI received a tip about Routh, which was later closed and referred to local authorities in Honolulu without further details. Routh was actively involved in supporting Ukraine during the 2022 conflict, participating in rallies in Kyiv and attempting to recruit Afghan soldiers to fight against Russian forces. His social media accounts, which were removed following the assassination attempt, showcased his pro-Ukraine stance and efforts to raise funds and volunteers for the cause. He even authored a book titled Ukraine's Unwinnable War, emphasizing his views on democracy and global conflicts. During the assassination attempt, Routh was seen fleeing the scene in a black Nissan after an encounter with a Secret Service agent. He was apprehended by the Martin County Sheriff's Office on Interstate 95, where body camera footage showed him being calmly detained without resistance. Authorities have not yet disclosed a clear motive for the attack. Routh's family has publicly defended him. His son, Orrin Routh, described Ryan as a loving and caring father and an honest, hardworking man, expressing disbelief over the allegations and distancing him from violent actions. Orrin emphasized that his father has only minor traffic violations and does not exhibit violent tendencies. Ryan Routh's arrest has intensified the political tensions surrounding Donald Trump's campaign. With a troubled past, shifting political affiliations, and active involvement in international conflicts, Routh remains a figure of significant interest as legal proceedings continue. Law enforcement officials have yet to provide a comprehensive motive for the assassination attempt, leaving many questions unanswered as the nation closely monitors the developments. In other news, Vice President Kamala Harris held her first solo interview with the national media at the National Association of Black Journalists in Philadelphia. During the event, Moderated by three Black
dignity,
journalists, Harris
self-determination,
addressed a
and
range of
security.
topics including
As
reparations,
we move
gun
forward
control,
and get
and the Black
into
vote. Harris
State
criticized
Bill
former
done, but
President Trump
right
for his
now we're going to
divisive
move to be
rhetoric
done with
towards
this
Haitian
hostage deal
immigrants and
and the
emphasized the
ceasefire deal. We
importance
need a
of earning the
ceasefire. We
Black
need a
vote in the
hostage deal.
upcoming election.
I've
She
had direct
condemned Trump's
conversations
racially charged
with
comments about
the Prime
Haitian
Minister,
migrants and discussed the
with
need to address
the President
irredeemable
of
racism in
Israel, with
communities. When
Egyptian
questioned about
leaders, and
signing
with
or
our
vetoing a bill
allies.
on
And
reparations,
I think
Harris
we've
suggested that
made
Congress
ourselves
might
very
handle the
clear.
matter
This deal
without her
needs to get
direct
done in
intervention.
the best
Unlike
interest of
President
everyone
Biden in
in the region.
2020, Harris stated that she aims to earn the Black vote rather than assuming their support. Additionally, Harris spoke about her economic plan, abortion rights, support for Israel's self-defense, and gun control. She clarified that both she and her running mate, Democrat Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, are gun owners but support an assault weapons ban and universal background checks for firearm purchases. Harris stressed the necessity of closing loopholes in gun regulations to effectively address the issue. The
To
interview
have
also touched on the recent
dignity,
assassination attempt on Trump.
self-determination, and
Harris
security
reaffirmed her commitment to
as
democratic
we move
values and
forward and get
emphasized the
into
importance of peaceful
State
dialogue
Deal
over
done, but
political
right
violence.
now the thing
She
we need to get
expressed
done is this
confidence in the
hostage
Secret
deal
Service's
and the
ability to
ceasefire
protect
deal.
her
We need
while
a ceasefire.
acknowledging the
We need a
safety
hostage
concerns of
deal.
marginalized
I've had
communities,
direct
including
conversations
LGBTQ
with the
individuals,
Prime Minister,
immigrants, and women.
with made
Overall,
ourselves
Harris's
very
interview with the
clear. This
NABJ
deal needs
highlighted
to
her
get done
campaign's
in the
focus on
best
engaging
interest
with
of
Black
everyone in the
voters,
region.
addressing key policy
Thank
issues,
you.
and promoting a message of unity and safety for all Americans. California Governor Gavin Newsom made headlines by signing two new bills into law on Tuesday, aimed at protecting actors and performers from unauthorized use of their digital likenesses by artificial intelligence. As AI continues to advance, especially in the entertainment industry with robots now making music as digital pop stars, concerns about the theft of performers' likenesses have grown. These developments have sparked legal and ethical debates within the industry. One of the new bills requires contracts to specify the use of AI-generated digital replicas of a performer's voice or likeness. Additionally, it mandates that performers must be professionally represented when negotiating such contracts. The second bill prohibits the commercial use of digital replicas of deceased performers in films, TV shows, video games, audiobooks, sound recordings, and more, without first obtaining consent from the performers' estates. These measures aim to address broader concerns about AI, including the potential disruption of the democratic process, increased fraud, and job losses. While the Biden administration has been pushing for AI regulation, a polarized Congress, with Republicans controlling the House and Democrats the Senate, has struggled to pass effective legislation. Earlier this year, Tennessee Governor Bill Lee also signed a similar bill into law to protect artists, including musicians, from unauthorized use by artificial intelligence. In a shocking development, thousands of Hezbollah pagers exploded simultaneously across Lebanon, resulting in the tragic loss of 9 lives and injuring nearly 2,800 individuals. The explosions occurred in regions with a strong Hezbollah presence, and many of the affected pagers were part of a recent shipment received by the group. Hezbollah officials have pointed fingers at Israel, while the Lebanese health minister confirmed the casualties and injuries. Iranian state television reported that the country's ambassador to Lebanon was among the injured. The blasts caused chaos and panic throughout Lebanon, overwhelming hospitals as they struggled to treat the wounded. Social media was flooded with videos and images depicting the aftermath, highlighting the severity of the attack. Experts suggest that the explosions may have been caused by malware or the remote detonation of charges in the pagers, indicating a sophisticated and targeted attack. This incident underscores the vulnerability of communication networks, especially in regions with heightened tensions. The attack comes amid ongoing border tensions between Lebanon and Israel. Hezbollah has been actively firing rockets into Israel, leading to daily clashes. Recently, Israel's internal security service thwarted a bombing attempt by Hezbollah targeting a senior Israeli official. Additionally, a commando raid in Syria targeted an Iranian military facility supplying Hezbollah, further escalating the conflict. The widespread injuries and the psychological impact on Hezbollah operatives signal a new level of threat and sophistication in the region's ongoing conflict. As Lebanon grapples with the aftermath, concerns remain high about the potential for further violence and retaliation. Turning to the financial sector, JPMorgan Chase CEO Jamie Dimon has issued a stark warning to the United States about the potential for a future economic scenario worse than a recession: stagflation, a combination of economic stagnation and inflation reminiscent of the 1970s. Speaking at the Council of Institutional Investors in New York, Dimon emphasized that stagflation poses the worst outcome for America's economy. Despite lower inflation numbers for August, which stood at 2.5%, the risk of stagflation remains a significant concern. Stagflation is characterized by a slowdown in economic growth, rising inflation, and increasing unemployment rates. Dimon highlighted that JP Morgan Chase, the largest bank in the U.S. with $3.4 trillion in assets, could face substantial challenges if stagflation were to materialize. Adding to the economic concerns is the growing federal debt, now exceeding $35 trillion. Interest payments on this debt have surpassed the cost for Medicare and the national defense budget, contributing to potential future inflation. American consumers hold mixed views on the economy, with expectations for spending to increase by 5%, while household incomes are projected to rise only slightly. Dimon estimates a 35% chance of stagflation, indicating a higher likelihood of recession. The potential impact of stagflation could lead to a decrease in retirement savings and a stock market crash, echoing the economic struggles of the 1970s. Despite improved inflation figures, worries about the burgeoning federal debt and its implications on the economy persist, making it challenging to predict a clear economic path forward. That's all for today's edition of People News. Thank you for joining us. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future updates. Stay informed, stay engaged, and we'll see you next time.